YTPC, Buckeye Piper coming at you this evening from Virginia Beach on location. Doing the 6th installment of the 2019 Codger Tobacco Challenge as reviewed by a NOOB. Tonight, Carter Hall. So this is the one I knew going into this blend was going to be a challenge for me. I have smoked Carter Hall before, so I know this blend better than any of the other ones. So when you watch this, take that with a grain of salt. I'm probably a little partial to Carter Hall. I've got a big tub of it at the house, and I have more experience with this blend than with any of the other Codger blends that I've reviewed. So this one may not be as like I said today in the Velvet video, this one may not be as much of a gut shot review as the others. But I'm trying to be impartial. So Carter Hall, made by John Middleton. It's the same group that makes the Black and Mild cigars. Say what you will about those, but when you're sitting around a campfire and you got nothing else, I've had some pretty enjoyable smokes with the Black and Mild, believe it or not. It's not a bad little cigar for the money, especially the wood tip. But let's get into this review. So Carter Hall comes in a box. Pretty cool pouch. I really dig this pouch. Even Mrs. Buckeye said, man, that pouch looks better than any of the other ones you've reviewed. And I'd have to agree. It's a distinguished pipe tobacco, according to the pouch. It's a luxury pouch. But it comes in a box, and the color, you know, is an interesting off yellow, I would call it. You know, it's got, you know, different fonts on it, and just the picture on it. It's, of all the OTC blends I've reviewed, the Codger blend so far definitely has the most artwork slash what input, I guess I'll call it, onto the presentation than any of the other ones. Sorry about that. So I'm giving that a 4. Now, it's going to be tough to show you the tobacco, so I'm not gonna roll with that tonight. But this is a ribbon cut, and it just, to me, Velvet was close. But some of the other ones, you know, the ready rub cuts, the crimp cuts. This one is a nice ribbon, and it's appealing to me. I don't know why. You know, I give it a 4. Again, you could call me a homer and say, you know, Buckeye, it's just because you like Carter Hall. You may be right, but the cut and the coloring of the tobacco just appeal to me more so than some of the other ones I've reviewed so far. So I'm going to give that a 4. Now, aroma in the pouch. Do the sniff test. I get nice chocolate with fig, and it's very good to me. I enjoy the pouch aroma a lot. Mrs. Buckeye said, you know, I wish that thing would. I do a terrible voice. I shouldn't mock her. I'm not mocking her. I'm just shouldn't do that, so I won't. But Mrs. Piper said, I wish that daggone thing smelled like it does in the pouch when you smoke it, John. And I said, well, me too. But it does smell good in the pouch, so give that a 4 as well. So that's a 12, 4 and 3, and there's some really loud people walking by that have little to no respect for other people. They have to be loud and obnoxious. So move along, ladies, move along. Thank you. But anyhow, give that a 4. So we're at 12. Aroma while smoking. Again, it's out in the open. It smells very similar to the other burley-based Virginias that the Codgers all are. They all smell similar to me. I've rated them all about a 2, so I've got to give this a 2. Otherwise, I would be a homer. And then the taste. The taste to me is good. Now I can get, it's definitely got some nutty. You can tell there's burley in it. When you retrohale it, you get a nice nutty flavor. I also get chocolate, like a dry chocolate to me. So I give the taste a 3. It's good. Again, I've got experience with this tobacco. Could you smoke this all day? You bet. A lot of people do. That's why it's been around for as long as it has. It's a good everyday blend. Packs easy, smokes cool, doesn't bite you. You know, I found Velvet today to be a little bitey when I reviewed that. And maybe that was just my experience with one bowl. You know, I'll go back and smoke some of that Velvet. It was fine. I have no problem with the Velvet. In fact, I have no problem with any of the Codger blends I've reviewed so far. The only one that I didn't care for personally was the half and half, and I gave it a pretty rough score. But a lot of folks like it. It's been around for a lot longer than I've been around. People have been smoking it a lot longer than I've been alive. So they must be doing something right. But this Carter Hall, so pouch in the package, and I dig that it comes in a box like the Prince Albert. It's a little bit more design on the pouch than the Prince Albert, so 4. Tobacco presentation, a 4. I love the ribbon cut, love the coloring. You move into the scent, the smell, the aroma in the pouch is a 4. It's really good chocolate, really good fig. I don't get the bourbon that some people get, but I get fig and a really nice chocolate. So that's 12. The aroma while smoking was a 2, standard Codger blend. They all smell about the same to me, like I said, and maybe it's just my nose. But 2 takes it to 14. And then the taste is a 3. Takes Carter Hall to 17. And I believe the leader. Again, hard for me to be impartial. And maybe that was the homer review, but it's a good blend. If you haven't tried Carter Hall, man, do yourself a favor, get you at least a pouch. It's great to break pipes in with. It's great in the morning with a cup of coffee. You know, a cup of black coffee and Carter Hall. A lot of people say there's nothing better than that, and I would tend to agree. I think it went out on me, so I'll have to relight it, but that's where I'll end this review. So Carter Hall 17 out of 25. Leader in the clubhouse through 6 rounds. Still have some other ones to do off the top of my head. I've got a super value that I'm going to do. I've got a Borkum Riff. I've got a Captain Black. I've got a Dutch Masters. I've got, I think it's Granger or Granger. I'm going to have to figure out how to pronounce that, but I've got that to do. So 4 or 5, 6 blends left to do before I call this a done challenge. But again, thanks for taking the time to watch. Appreciate you all. Be safe out there. Stay blessed. We'll catch you next time. Have a good night, everybody.